I'm Justin Schell. I'm the Director of Digital Scholarship and Creative Spaces at the University of Michigan Library.
I'm Emmy Hastings. I'm the Curator of Books and Digital Projects Librarian at the William L. Clements Library at the University of Michigan. And I helped with the Picturing Michigan's Past Zooniverse project. So this project is part of the David V. Tinder collection of Michigan photography here at the Clements Library. The Zooniverse project dealt with the real photo postcard section of the collection. And real photo postcards are a type of photograph where it's printed directly from a negative onto postcard stock. So this was a format that was popular in the early 1900s, and it contains everything from commercial photography to candid snapshots. The outcome of the project was to create a digital collection of the postcards that's searchable by caption, photographer name, date, subject matter of the image, and the handwritten text on the backs of the postcards.
The project entailed a few different tasks for Zooniverse volunteers. There was some transcription of specific fields if they were listed. For the cards that did have handwriting on them, we had a separate task where people would transcribe the handwriting. The second part of the project was utilizing the survey task, normally used for animal survey, trail camera type projects. But we used it to actually have a lot more options that people could choose to describe what's going on in a particular postcard. This was really helpful for us to sort of categorize the image, the content, and that has helped lead to the specificity of the digital collection and how people can engage with it.
One of the fun things about this project is that our transcribers wanted to take it even a step further. So they would find things that were not covered by our initial classification scheme, and they would want to tell us more about that on the talk boards. So they were adding additional tags to the project, and I actually ended up incorporating over 30 of those tags into the final data set. So the collection of about 66,000 postcards covers all aspects of Michigan history in the early 20th century. It's everything from commercial photography of street scenes, natural landscapes, important landmarks, buildings, to personal photographs of people's candid snapshots of their homes, their pets, their families, their vacation photos. So it really gives you a wonderful cross-section of vernacular photography in the early 20th century.
There were many pictures of cats and dogs and a variety of other animals. Since there have been pictures to send of cats, people have been sending pictures of cats.
Some of the captions are very humorous. One of the fun things that photographers used to do at the time was they would montage together multiple images into one photographic print. And so sometimes these are sort of humorous exaggerations, like a giant ear of corn on a wagon, and they'll say something about, this is just how big we grow them here. One of the great things that the Zooniverse volunteers did for us is solve a few historical mysteries along the way. So in a few instances, we found cards that were written with mysterious symbols or what appeared to be codes of different kinds. And we had volunteers who were particularly interested in cracking those codes. So we found a card that was written in shorthand, and someone was an expert in Pitman shorthand and able to decode it. Another card written in Morse code. And then finally one that was written in I think it was called a pig pen cipher. And one of our interns was able to decode that card and give us the final message.
Just like most Zooniverse projects, we could have done this with a bunch of students or staff, and it would have taken a long time, but we also wouldn't have gotten the information. Those experts that are out there in the Zooniverse community gave just an immense level of detail to these cards that we would not have been able to access or utilize or engage with otherwise.
Yeah, I would say the Zooniverse project has been really transformative for this collection, and what's been really fun is to see how users are now finding the digital collection online, finding relevant images for their research, and then sending us emails when they have further questions or letting us know that they want to publish some of these images. It's been really gratifying to see the public response to the collection.